like the Zenith bed frames and the
Yeah,
mattress,
that's
like
what
you
we
said.
use.
Those two things are requirements for us. Everything else, like we can find, like if that's the case, but we do kind of have a list, like she was talking about. We have a list, like Lisa was talking about. We have kind of a list on everywhere as well. But those bed frames and that mattress, those are two requirements for every place that we put up.
And I would
And you
like to
can
add,
create lists. So yeah, my
Yeah,
wife actually has a list in Amazon,
yeah, I
Target,
do too.
and Walmart. So she basically all she has to do is order from Amazon, Target, and
Yes.
Walmart. She has it all delivered.
Are those
And
lists shareable?
I don't know, I could
Yeah.
ask her.
I would like to add definitely a zipper mattress protector.
Yes,
Yeah,
that
A
too.
zipper.
To go with the bed.
that's
Yes,
true.
yes.
That's
Absolutely.
and we don't do any screening really, honestly. We've only had
We do
one
very
problem,
little.
and we've had one problem. So
Yeah, I
like,
didn't have any.
and I will tell you, like we had more problems when we were doing the short-term rentals and we were allowing like one night stays type of deals. The
Same.
people you have problems with are always locals. It's always a local guy. So trust me, if I don't care what story they're giving you, if their zip code where they're telling you they're from is within like 50 miles of your house, like just run. The other thing on Airbnb is if they have two first names, it's probably not a right. Like if they have Steve Jim, like it's a fake. Like it's a guy that's just messing with you. So I don't care what they're telling you. Don't believe the story. Just run.
Well, also, we use Social Catfish is the one we use. It's $20 a month, but I'll make them pay for it if it's a situation where I need someone, I was hiring people is what I was doing. So and I make them pay for it. So, but we use Social Catfish, but it's $20 a month. And I figured if I need to look up somebody, I'm looking them up on there, even Airbnb. I looked up a guy one time and I found out that he was actually using somebody else's credit card through Verbo.
Hmm.
And I found out, I called Verbo and they told me that in their system, everything was fine. But I found out he was using a guy's credit card from California. And I actually canceled the reservation and I called back Verbo and told them this is the situation. And Verbo acted like everything was still fine. I just told them, no, it's not fine. They didn't believe me, but I knew that everything was not okay because I use OwnerRez and I can see everybody's information that's coming through and I could tell it wasn't okay.